Hi everyone, Pepper Hernandez here from drpepperhernandez.com, reading you the magic. It's been a magical week for me. I hope it's been for you. This is falling on retrograde as well as my birthday, and I'm telling you, it's been great, like really great. I hope it's been good for you. We are on... Ooh, this is fun. We're on day 10, which is the magic dust. Oh, it's called Magic Dust, everyone. It's really cool, actually. And let's see how many pages this one is. We're going to condense it a little bit. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is like 9 or 10 pages. And I'm trying to keep these under a certain amount of time limit for our YouTube videos, but we're going to go with it. We're going to see what happens. So ancient spiritual teachings, here we go. Ancient spiritual teachings say that we give to another person with our full hearts to us receive 100-fold. So being grateful and saying thank you to another person for anything you receive from them is not only urgent, but it's vital to improving your life. Oh man, I really need to take this one to heart today. I mean, I usually say thank you to a lot of people, but sometimes when we're kind of in a place and we're not as showing as much gratitude for something because we want something else, we forget to say thank you. And so, yeah, this one's hitting home for just a second. Gratitude is a powerful energy, and so whomever you direct grateful energy towards, that's where it goes. So if you think of gratitude's energy looking like sparkling magic dust, then when you express gratitude to another person, in return for something you have received from them, you are literally sprinkling them with magic dust. I do this. If you could see the video, there's not a video for the podcast, which we should record some of them because they're so great. But what I do at the end of the podcast is I'm like, and what I actually am doing is like spreading gold dust. And I even said that yesterday after the podcast recording. It's quantumalignmentpodcast.com if you want to go over and check it out on iTunes or SoundCloud or local radio stations or whatever. Anyways, but I did that at the end, and I said, and I like visually moved my hands, I was like, we are sprinkling gold dust on everyone that listens. And wow, now that's what the next thing is. So, think about the people you encounter on a typical day who provide you some kind of service. Like those who work in stores or restaurants or a bus or cab, drivers, that would be, Ubers, whatever. Customer service, cleaners, staff that work for you, and the people who work in service are giving themselves to serve you, and you receive their service. If you don't say thank you in return for their service, then you're not being grateful, and you're not stopping, and you are stopping the good from coming back into your life. So this is great. So be grateful, and she goes on and on and on to talk about it. If you're traveling on a plane, and then she talks about, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, take time to be grateful for every single thing. And then she talks about this golden magic dust and sparkling it everywhere on people that are awesome, basically. So whether cleaning the table, giving you a menu, receiving an order, filling a glass of water, someone who's in a service industry helping you or waiting on you, thank them every time. And if you're in a store or supermarket checking out, sprinkle a little magic dust and say thank you to the person who serves you or packs your groceries. I always say thank you, but I may not be sprinkling the dust on them. Yeah, so we're sprinkling dust starting today. If you are traveling on a plane, sprinkle dust by saying thank you to the check-in people, to the security, to people that check your tickets. Everybody, sprinkling dust. I'm sprinkling dust on you right now for thanking you for watching these crazy videos. They're good. They've got great quality, but I'm a little tired when I do them sometimes. So it might be a little silly, but hopefully that makes it fun. So point being is be grateful to those who assist you in your work, whether it's your staff, your receptionist, your cleaners, your service people, your work colleagues. Magic dust, sprinkle them all the time. Everybody. I do say thank you a lot, but I don't sprinkle them, so I need to. At times, you may encounter people in the service industry. Ooh, this is a good point. You may encounter people in the service industry who behave rudely towards you or does not give you attention you think you deserve. It may be more challenging to be grateful in these situations, but your gratitude cannot be dependent on other person's behavior. Ooh, and that's underlined and highlighted. Choose to be grateful no matter what. Choose magic in your life no matter what. It might help you to remember that you don't know what difficulties someone may be going through at the time when you connect with them. They may be feeling unwell, they may have just lost a loved one, their marriage might be just ended, or they may be in desperation and at their tipping point. Your gratitude and kindness may be the most magical thing that happens to them all day. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Ooh, that's a good one. It's a good to remember that, because we do typically go through our day and I try to be nice all the time to everybody. But there are some times where you're just like, oh, wow, she's not in a good mood or he's not in a good mood. But maybe it's because they are having a bad time. So try to remember that. When you say thank you to someone in person, look at their face and say, thank you. That's pretty good. They will not feel your gratitude or receive your magic dust unless you look directly at them. You've wasted an opportunity to help the person and to change your life if you say thank you to the air. At least that's what she thinks. But I get it. I get her point. So if you're saying thank you while you're looking down, or thank you while you're on your cell phone, or it doesn't necessarily, it's not as sincere as if you're looking right at them. And then she tells a story about her sister. I don't want to read you her story and my stories, because then it's this really long video, but you're getting the point. You get understand. Being grateful for everything and then sprinkling dust on them. The gratitude of magic today. Take gratitude's magic dust with you for the people who work in service, that look over the opportunities to sprinkle magic dust on everyone, every single one that you come encounter with, who you want to be grateful for, or that you have something that you want to be grateful for. So just do that. Oh, that is it. I just turned the page thing and there was more. But let me read the rest of that then. Okay, so you're going to take the gratitude's magic dust with you and sprinkle all over everyone. You're going to thank at least 10 people who perform different services you benefit from today. Ooh. Have I done? I have not. But we're going to do that. It doesn't matter if you didn't get the opportunity to do it in person. You can mentally acknowledge the people whose services. Oh, there you go. So if you forget to do it, or if you don't do it as frequent as you'd like, if you want to bring this into your practice and you don't do that every single day and you don't do the 10, then you can just mentally, she says it's okay, Rhonda says it's fine, she wrote the book, so you can mentally just thank them, and then through the ethers and cosmos it will manifest for them and you. Okay, it doesn't matter if you didn't get the opportunity to do it in person, that you can mentally acknowledge the person whose services, and the magic dust will still reach them, she says. So that's good. As an example, mentally say to yourself, this is what you're going to say. Oopsie. This is what you're going to say. I'm really grateful to the cleaners who worked through the early hours of the morning, making sure the streets are cleaned of the trash every day. Who does that? I love her. She's awesome. I'm going to do that starting. Okay, so Monday is trash day. Where are we at on time? Okay, so Monday is trash day in my neighborhood, and we have trash and recycling. They come very early, like 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm usually not that pleasant about it. but maybe I should start being, I don't say anything or I'm not mad. I'm just like, oh, it's so early. That's what I say. So now I'm going to start saying, oh, thank God they got up at 3 o'clock in the morning to get ready. Ooh, something. Can you hear that? Something serious is happening outside my window. It's a very, very small town, so I hope everybody's okay. Yeah, it's a very small town, and that's very rare, so hope that everything's fine. So back to her little thing, for the trash every day. I've never really thought about how grateful I am for that service, which is done like clockwork every day. Thank you. Yes, that's really good. Actually, when I was in Cuba, I did remember thanking the trash people. I was like, ooh, thank you. Thank you for coming. They did it in the middle of the day or in the early evening or something, so it was a little bit different of a feeling, but I was like, ooh, yeah, the trash needs to be picked up. So make sure that you keep count of the people in the service that you're grateful for. So if we did that, we really could have 10 easily. So try to do that and then sprinkle some magic dust all over them. And if you imagine the sprinkling of magic dust that fall over the people when you thank them, you will have a picture of what really happens in the invisible with the power of gratitude. With this picture in your mind, it will help you to believe and know the magic dust of gratitude really does reach people, and that it will be available to them to improve their lives. And every time you sprinkle magic dust over another person, it also returns to you in your life. That's awesome. If you're at home today, then sit down with a pen and paper and a journal or your computer and go back in your mind and recount all the instances where people in the service went out of their way for you. It may have been someone on the phone, it may have been a tradesperson, or someone who wanted to help resolve your problems. I'm telling you, every time I get on the phone with a salesperson, they're like the coolest, nicest people. I always get the best people. I don't know how that works, whether I'm calling Sprint, whether I'm calling Esurance or AT&T, like whoever I have to get with that has to do with like connecting on the phone. They're always the nicest people. It just happens. I'm super grateful. So I need to start saying thank you. I usually do tell them thank you, of course, but I don't sprinkle them with magic dust. So I think I'm going to start doing that. That would be really cool. Anyhow, if you're at home today, then you can write a list of all those people. Write a list of the 10 instances people have helped you, and send magic dust saying thank you to each and every one of them. Okay, this is a long video, but here we go. We're at the end. Magical practice number 10. Magic dust everyone. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10. Write why you're grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You got this. We've been doing it. 2. Today, sprinkle magic dust on 10 people who have performed services that you've benefited from, and it may not be directly, but the ones that you know. All of these that we've been talking about are pretty direct, but by thanking them directly or otherwise, by mentally acknowledging them and thanking them, feel the gratitude that service they performed, and just feel it. It's so good. Just before you go to bed tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you, for the best thing that happened during the day. Read through tomorrow's practice today, because the practice for day 11 begins when you first wake up. Oh gosh. That came out of nowhere. Uh-oh. Well, excuse me. We're going to do that tomorrow for day 11. But if you were watching this in a sequence, excuse me, if you're watching this in a sequence, then what you'll do is, oh my gosh, excuse me. If you're watching this in a sequence, what you'll do is you'll watch day 11 right after this video, and then watch it again on day 11 of the morning, I suppose, because I think this starts in the morning, but because we're on day 10, we're going to be doing day 10. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Pepper Hernandez with the magic 28-day series to just really get inspired in gratitude and shift your life for the better, because why not? I want you to make this your very best life possible. Thank you for for tuning in. I will talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy your day.